passes the turn. There you see the board for the first time. And on the left of your screen is Conley Woods. Channel Fireball sleeves handily, and the black sleeves belong to Mr. Craig Wescoe of the United States. So BDM, you think we could be settling in for a long one here, at least in terms of the number of games we play?
Well, not if Conley gets openings like this. But after we go to sideboard, there's just a lot of... Oh, there's a Lean and Relic Water main deck. Faceless Butcher your Signal Pest. For when I was talking to Conley, when we did a deck tech on this deck, he felt that flying was the essential piece. By the way, that also shuts off the Metalcraft for the Mox Opal. Although he does have the Nexus to turn on.
So here comes Origin Spellbomb and Mox Opal. Back we go to Wescoe on the right of screen, playing Geist Aggro.
Wood started on 5 cards this game, by the way.
Okay. So a ton of cards in hand for Wescoe right now, a full grip of 7.
Attack.
And he's going to go on the beat down with his Land and Relic Water.
Yeah, when you look at Wescoe's main deck, he's got 4 Fiend Hunters, he's got 2 Oblivion Rings, and he's got the 2 Lean and Relic Waters main deck.
Attack.
So lots of butchers.
13, 19.
And the Etched Champion. Just gonna put an end to Craig's beatdown here.
Protection from all colors as long as you have Metalcraft.
0 cards, sir.
Wescoe confirms that Conley has 0 cards in hand. So his Mirren Crusader not doing an awful lot right now. Craig, you see a Hero of Bladehold in Wescoe's hand.
Your turn.
There it is.
That could be, important.
4.
4 cards.
4 cards for Wescoe. 2 cards for Conley, but both are land. The looks of things. So Wescoe's at 13.
So by the way, if you want to see what's going on the back tables, if you go to the main coverage page, we have all the reporters updating play-by-play on Cover It Live. You can also chat with us in the booth via the Cover It Live link. Apparently, LSV had a quick pair of copies of Tempered Steel against Bland. Bland had an Oblivion Ring for one, but the other one is proving to be difficult for him.
Okay.
PV and Kaplan, Tempered Steel is advantaged early in game 1.
So there's Honor of the Pure for Wescoe at the top of your screen. And now Wescoe has Doomed Traveler, Mana Leak, and Plains. Chance to get a Spirit when the Traveler dies. Which with Honor of the Pure will not be a 1/1.
Attack Fizz.
Oh, Bland is actually, despite multiple Tempered Steels from LSV,
Stacking it to where the tokens
he doesn't
get
have a
the
lot
bonus.
of creatures. Here we go.
So in comes the Hero and the Crusader and 2 soldiers with Honor of the Pure.
And Battle Cry. So those soldiers are attacking for 3.
Conley looks at his very unexciting land in hand. And although it was a mulligan to 5, it's actually getting battered.
it was a pretty good mulligan to 5, but Wescoe has really punished him for it. I've been so impressed with Conley's play this weekend.
It's been very different to Conley that we've seen in the past. There is a different person lurking in that frame right now.
So he animates his Nexus, puts that in front of the Relic Water.
Okay.
Can tell you that
So,
Josh Utter-Leighton is up a game in his quarterfinal.
It's
So he's
another
one up over
4,
Junya
5, 6, 7,
Ianaga.
8, 9, 10.
Oh, 10, sorry. Yeah.
So he takes 10.
Oof.
And
Holds the Mirran Crusader at bay with protection from all colors.
everything else lives, right?
So far the only game that has resolved itself in this top 8 is Josh Utter-Leighton one up over Junya Ianaga of Japan.
Two cards?
I have 2 cards. You have 1?
Yeah.
2 cards to 1, where Wescoe is advantaged. We know that one of those 2 cards from Wescoe is a
Mana
mana
leak.
leak, so. I believe Conley's 1 card is a dispatch.
Woods yet to be beaten in standard, but that's true for Wescoe as well. Somebody goes down here. In comes Volt Scourge and Glinthawk
7
through the
to
air.
11.
7.
Oh, sorry. Good call.
Yeah, that doesn't
Conley's
change
lane
anything.
comes into play untapped and not tapped, which actually does change things somewhat.
Go ahead. Upkeep.
Upkeep, I'm gonna dispatch your Hero of Bladehold. So it actually did matter, Craig.
More results from the other tables. Palavida Damada Rosa leads David Kaplan of Canada by 1-0. And also in other Channel Fireball news, Louis Scott Vargas 0, Richard Bland 1. I say that completely neutrally. There is the dispatch.
Sounded like Luis had a triple Tempered Steel draw without a lot of action to back it up.
Yeah, giving your no creatures +6/+6.
Drop.
Hero of Bladehold is successfully dispatched.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mana leak there anyway, so he's forced to tap his Inkmoth Nexus? Leaving him only 2 blockers.
Wescoe still with that lane in Relic Water down at the bottom that took out Signal Pest. That was the first positive move of the top 8 for him. He has his Mirran Crusader, Doom Traveler, pair of soldiers, Honor of the Pure in amongst his lands. Woods is at 11. There he is. Wescoe
please.
at 7. Attack, bring it, says Conley. All business. So Wescoe, looking at his cards, says, has a think, and then the well-known untap part of the attack step. Relic Warder, Crusader, Traveller, 2 soldiers, Honor of the Pure, changing the math.
So, like we said earlier, Conley was talking about how flying was just incredibly relevant for them when building this deck. And you can see why here. I mean, he's just able to, you know, consistently get damage in over the top of Craig's creatures.
So Craig is trying to work out what happens if Conley gets the Signal Pest back.
It's not very good.
Is he obliged to keep Relic Warder back? He can't risk it in combat. And his left hand still hovering over his Relic Warder. Does it go into the red zone along with everything else? Millimeter by millimeter.
Well, it turns. I mean, if he can get some creatures in his yard, turn on his Moorland Haunt, and he's able to deal with the Vault Scourge or tie up the Glint Hawk. And
he says, no, I leave it at home. And now thinking time passes to Woods. Originally from Gary, Indiana. Just 24. Seems like he's been around forever, but 24, 95 lifetime pro points. Started playing 2003 at Friday Night Magic.
3 cards.
Burst onto the scene in Honolulu 2009.
With flowers around his neck.
Yeah, top 8.
Yep. But he doesn't have a huge amount to work with here.
Animate the Nexus. Eat a token. Let my Nexus get eaten by the Crusader.
Now Wescoe looks at his hand.
First strike.
First strike. Yep. My Nexus is dead.
Puts nothing in the yard for
7/7.
Craig to be able to activate his Moorland Haunt.
You have to exile a creature to activate that, correct?
Yes.
That'll be true of the second one then. So back we go to Woods. It's 7 apiece here in game 1. And Woods is certainly putting up a decent effort off 5. This is the only game 1 still in progress. Remember, Palavita Dama de Rosa leads David Kaplan of Canada 1-0. That's Steel against Mono Red. Bland leads Scott Vargas 1-0. Green-White tokens against Steel. And Utter Leighton is your current Channel Fireball player who is up a game over Ian Naga.
You actually don't need to say Steel each time. You can,
Yeah.
You can just mention the other deck.
Okay. Mana Leak. Successful from Wescoe.
On a second edge champion. So Craig is at 4. Craig attacks with everybody. Conley needs to not take 8 here. Can put his token in front of the Crusader. Put the Etch Champion in front of the token. And you take 4.
Not great news for Owen Turtenwald.
Locked.
Luis is 2 games away from the semi-finals.
Conley puts the Etch Champion in front of the hero. Or in front of the Crusader, sorry.
Damage.
Yep, go to 2.
Go to 2. Wescoe has a land and Geist of St. Traft.
Doesn't do anything here.
Nope.
Conley merely needs to go to his attack step.
Attack step.
Attack step. Bang.
I should have appealed.
And that is game 1 to